Alright guys, we're going to have a bit of a lazy day today. I've been video editing for hours on end. And I've been working on the machinima, and I just want to have an easy day where I don't have to read news or anything like that. So we're going to break down Tom MacDonald, because it's Tom MacDonald Sunday, apparently. I saw this video come out on Friday, on my Saturday, and I haven't had a chance to have a look at it yet. Been busy. So it's called America, and he's got an army uniform on, so I know. I get the feeling this might be a bit patriotic, this song. Let's see what he has to say, and let's break it down. Obviously, usual, we'll go through, we'll listen to the song first, and then we'll break down the lyrics after that. Let's give it a shot.
Lately, USA is getting scarier. Half of the Americans I see all hate America. They hate the cops doing their best to take care of us and kneel for the flag and salt the soldiers that we're burying. I'm tired of the pissing and complaining. Why you living in America if all you do is hate it? You think it's brave to take a stand against the nation? Real bravery is dying for the right so you can say it. Dear America, what happened to Americans? Apparently no one's aware or cares that it's embarrassing. It's arrogance. Our greatest enemy was always slavery and terrorists, and now it's people in the country trying to burn the heritage. I can't help it, I just seem to see the world different. It ain't Republicans or liberals, it's mental illness. The internet is only interested in left opinions. Cancel culture's got more power lately than the First Amendment. If you don't like it, leave. We will not defund police. We don't want no riots in our neighborhoods or in the streets. We respect freedom of speech. We protect what we believe. We don't want nobody dead, so please do not tread on me. In America, your freedom ain't free. In America, got soldiers dying overseas. So America, you say what we believe. My America, I won't ever take a knee. Our freedom is the reason you can disrespect our flag. If my stars and stripes offend you, then I'll help you pack your bags. America. Does anybody know what the hell happened to the patriots? Lately this nation is so ashamed and hating itself. Did everyone forget that people died to pay for this? Ungratefulness, United States gave everything to you just to help. I just want to celebrate Thanksgiving with my family. I don't need your help to understand it was a tragedy. Can I just be thankful for my country eating happily without you trying to guilt me for the genocide and casualties? I can't help it, I just seem to see the world different. It ain't black or white, it's conflict designed by the system. I don't need your pronouns, all I see is men and women. Kids are taking pills for fun while people can't afford prescriptions. If you don't like it, go. Hate it, then don't call it home. We don't need no violence, got no time for all you radicals. Screw your status quo, we're not animals. I won't kneel for the anthem, cause the flag is what I'm standing for. In America, your freedom ain't free. In America, got soldiers dying overseas. So America, you say what we believe. My America, I won't ever take a knee. Our freedom is the reason you can disrespect our flag. If my stars and stripes offend you, then I'll help you pack your bags. America. You can hate the government and still love the country. The fundamental values of America are concrete. Republicans and liberals are dumb, to put it bluntly. They're labels that they use to create chaos and corruption. You can know the history and still be proud of where you're from. Every flag around the world is covered in a little blood. We started out United States divided is what we've become. If home is where the heart is, you should show America some love. In America, your freedom ain't free. In America, got soldiers dying overseas. So America, you say what we believe. My America, I won't ever take a knee. Our freedom is the reason you can disrespect our flag. If my stars and stripes offend you, then I'll help you pack your bags. America.
Alright, okay. I like it. I like the meaning. The lyrics, the beat and all that is A-okay. I don't mind that. Not one of the best beats, but by far not one of the worst either. Obviously Nova's done an amazing job recording it yet again. I'm interested to know, like you see him here, you see him in front of the house with the street number. I hope that's not his number. But anyway, alright. So, it's very obviously it's very patriotic. And we're going to go through and we'll break it down, and then we'll talk about each verse as it goes through.
Lately, USA is getting scarier. Half of the Americans I see all hate America. They hate the cops doing their best to take care of us and kneel for the flag and salt the soldiers that we're burying.
Okay, so half America hates America. That's obviously talking about the extremes that are out there on both sides. Obviously you have a lot of protesting and whatnot when it comes to, like, things being racist and all that sort of stuff. That's obviously what he's talking about. He's talking about the far left and the far right too, by the way, who seemingly hate the system that we already have. They hate America. Obviously it's more far left than far right, but obviously he's just simply saying that people that are on the left, the right, and the centre obviously don't feel this way. We're not the ones that hate the country, so to speak. What he's saying is it's just these extremes that are this vocal half the country. It's a good point, and he's right. It's funny though, because these people that hate America, you offer them a free plane ticket to anywhere else in the world and they won't go. Just seems like they want to whinge, doesn't it?
Tired of the pissing and complaining why you living in America if all you do is hate it.
Just on that, like I was just saying, you offer them a free plane ticket and they won't leave. So why are you pissing and complaining? If America's so bad, why don't you leave? Hell, I'll swap citizenship with someone. Alright? I'm looking at leaving Australia. I have things here. I have family members here, that are elderly. But I tell you what, if I didn't have them here, I would be gone like that. But, like I say, people whinging and complaining about their country, and they don't want to do anything about it, and they don't want to leave.
It's brave to take a stand against the nation. Real bravery is dying for the right so you can say it. Dear America, what happened?
So just that, I totally agree. Full respect to the Army, to the Marines, and all the other service people that have literally given your life or put your life on the line to protect people's rights for the First and Second Amendment and America. But not only that, but people that put their life on the line throughout the world. It's not just an American thing. It's here in Australia. We have Anzacs and we have memorial services and that for people who have died so that we can supposedly keep our freedoms. Although at the moment that seems a little few and far between, don't they? But anyway.
Happened to Americans. Apparently no one's aware or cares that it's embarrassing. It's arrogance. Our greatest enemy was always slavery and terrorists, and now it's people in the country trying to burn the heritage.
That obviously he's talking about the people on the far left who presumably, I presume that's who he's talking about, who are trying to knock down statues, who are going through and trying to rip up the First and Second Amendment. And at the end of the day, I was watching a video of Tim Pool's where he says that over 50% of Republicans want a peaceful divorce from the Democratic states. Over half of the Republicans want to leave the United States and have a peaceful separation. And I can't blame them. You look at the far left and everybody else, which is left, right, and centre, and you look at those two opposing groups, there's nothing that they agree on. I can sit in a Discord and I can have a chat with the leftists, and we can talk about corruption and how we need to fix corruption, and they might sit there with a little bit of TDS, but we can sit there and agree that corruption is bad, or we can sit there and have a debate about abortion or whatever it may be. You get a far leftist in a Discord and you start chatting to them about anything like that, anything politics, and it always comes around to the same thing. You're racist, you won't understand, you have white privilege, blah 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 blah.
Can't help it, I just seem to see the world different. It ain't Republicans or liberals, it's mental illness.
That he has a point there. It's not just Republicans or liberals, right? Like you get Tim Pool, he's a lefty. You get Jimmy Dore, he's a lefty. If I had for example, say I organised a protest over in the States, and I said to Jimmy Dore, we're against the establishment, do you want to turn up and rock up and have a speech? He probably would. And half the things that he would say there would probably be along the same lines as what we would be saying. So it's not a left and right thing. It's a progressive, communist sort of progressive against everybody else.
internet is only interested in left opinion. Cancel culture's got more power lately than the First Amendment. If you left opinion, cancel culture. The internet is only interested in left opinion. Cancel culture's got more.
I think he's talking about there is censorship. The left opinions, which I disagree with. I don't think it's the left opinions. I think it's establishment opinions that they only care about. So I think Tom's wrong there. Like, for example, if you're on the internet, right, you're supposed to be pro-vaccine. You know, you're supposed to be pro-war. You know, at the end of the day, you know, you're pro-democrat, right? Obviously. Now, at the end of the day, it's not because those are left opinions. It's because they're establishment opinions. Jimmy Dore, once I mentioned it before, he is a lefty, far lefty, progressive even, probably. He is being censored by YouTube because he has wrong opinions. Why? Because he talks about Clinton's lawyer getting arrested. Because he talks about the CIA plot to assassinate Julian Assange. Because he's anti-establishment, even though he's on the right side of politics, he still gets suppressed. So I would disagree there. I think it's not a left and right thing. I think it's establishment versus anti-establishment thing.
Power lately than the First Amendment. If you don't like it, leave. We will not defund police. We don't want no riots in our neighborhoods or in the streets. We respect freedom.
It's talking about Black Lives Matter rioting and everything there. Which, yeah.
Freedom of speech. We protect what we believe. We don't want nobody dead, so please do not tread on me.
The "Don't Tread on Me" is interesting because that's what the flag they use for First Amendment rights and Second Amendment rights for gun rights, and he's literally saying that, you know, he's talking about how freedom of speech is not as powerful as the left on the internet. You know, that cancel culture is more powerful than the amendments these days. You know?
In America.
That's so true. The Americans dying overseas are there dying to protect your freedom of speech, which you are then using to criticize the own country that they're protecting. He's basically saying if the flag offends you, get the hell out. And I can't disagree with him on that. If you don't like America or Australia, if you think that the country offends you, why are you so there? Why don't you pack your bags and go and live in China or whatever it may be? Like Australia at the moment. I don't have a problem with Australia. I have a problem with the government of Australia. That's the thing. You can disagree, and he says this later. So you can disagree with the government and still love your country. I love Australia. I'm putting a flagpole up when I do my renovations outside, and that will have the Australian flag. And if I do move to America, I'm still going to have the Australian flag. I'll have two flagpoles, one Australian and one American.
America, does anybody know what the hell happened to the Patriots? Lately, this nation is so ashamed and hating itself. Did everyone forget that people died to pay for this ungratefulness? United States gave everything to you just to help. I just want to celebrate Thanksgiving with my family. I don't need your help to understand it was a tragedy.
He's mentioned that line before, that I want to celebrate with my family without realizing it's a tragedy. He's used that line before, actually. I think it's in Fake Woke.
Can I just be thankful for my country eating happily without you trying to guilt me for the genocide and casualties? I can't help it, I just seem to see the world different. It ain't black or white, it's conflict designed by the system. I don't need your pronouns, all I see is men and women. Kids are taking pills for fun while people can't afford prescriptions. If you don't like it, go. Hate it, then don't call it home. We don't need no violence, got no time for all you radicals. Screw your status quo, we're not animals. I won't kneel for the anthem cause the flag is what I'm standing for.
That's interesting. He says he doesn't want to kneel for the flag because he's standing for the flag. Can't blame him. Like I've said many times, I have a military family. You know, my family has literally put their lives on the line for the Australian country. My grandfather, my brother, you know, my uncle, all this sort of stuff, right? So at the end of the day, yeah, I get really annoyed. Hell, I'm even services. But I get really annoyed when I see people kneeling for any flag. It's like people died for that flag. The least you can do is stand at attention. But anyway.
In America, your freedom ain't free. In America, got soldiers dying overseas. So America, you say what we believe. My America, I won't ever take a knee. Our freedom is the reason you can disrespect our flag. If my stars and stripes offend you, then I'll help you pack your bags. America, you can hate the government and still love the country.
I've said that. Just said that. You can hate the government, still love your country.
Fundamental values of
The thing is, though, is the far left at the moment, they don't love their country, and they love the government. They've got it the wrong way around, but regardless.
America, our country. Republicans and liberals are dumb, to put it bluntly. They're labels that they use to create chaos and corruption. You can know the history and still be proud of where you're from. Every flag around the world is covered in a little blood. We started out United States divided is what we've become. If home is where the heart is, you should show America some love.
That every flag has a little bit of blood on it, that is so true. Like, even if you want to go to like some country that people seem to worship, China. How many people died in protests in China? At the end of the day, you go to Poland or anywhere in Europe, UK, even if you go to Saudi Arabia, the Crusades was literally Christians versus Muslims. How many people have died because of the Saudi Arabia flag? Every flag has blood on it. You can't sit there and then go on about just the eastern ones having blood and ignore the blood that's on there from the west.
In America, your freedom ain't free. In America, got soldiers dying overseas. So America, you say what we believe. My America, I won't ever take a knee. Our freedom is the
Did I get that the wrong way around? East and west. Oh, I've got a splitting headache.
reason you can disrespect our flag. If my stars and stripes offend you, then I'll help
No, you go to the west. That's us. East is right. That's right.
you pack your bags. America.
All right, and another video by Nova Rockefeller, and she has done an amazing job. Look, at the end of the day, guys, I love the message, as most Tom MacDonald stuff. It's been up for a day. It's got 1.3 million views. The ratio on this is crazy. People love it a lot more than they're hating this stuff. There's 2.3 snowflakes that he's triggered. And look at this thing. You go through and you look at the quotes, and that absolutely perfect. People talking about the quotes. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's it's an amazing song. And like I say, the beat and the melody and stuff is good. I don't mind it. It's not the best. Probably the best would probably maybe Dear Rappers or something like that, or Cancelled maybe. But at the end of the day, guys, let us know what your thoughts are in that comment section below. Obviously, this video has been helpful. Please smack that like button. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. Apart from that, guys, obviously, if you're not subscribed to Tom MacDonald, please do so. This is obviously just running through Firefox, which is why it's not showing subscription. But yeah, on my Chrome account, yeah, I'm subscribed. But guys, yeah, let us know what your thoughts are. And apart from that, guys, I will see you in the next Demonetized video tomorrow. Have a great night and enjoy yourself, everybody.